And he loves baseball, right? And as he's gotten older in baseball, I realized I had to start assistant coaching on his little league baseball team. I don't know if any of y'all coach your little kids, but if you want your kid to play, you coach. All right? And I learned something. It's a weird psychological thing, right? I love my son more than anything, right? And I don't even really like other people's children, to be honest, but it's way easier to be nice to their kids than it is to my own on a baseball field, right? One of them makes a mistake. I'm like, don't worry about it, Sterling. Do your prep steps. Get your glove dirty. Get down. You're getting better at this. I promise you're going to get the next one. My son misses one. I'm like, oh, and how many times do we got to go over this, son? My wife's like, you can't be yelling at him. I'm not yelling at him. I'm coaching him, right? It's like the 5th time you tell him to put down his iPod, you get mad. Can't yell at him. I'm not yelling. You remind me of that famous quote, honey. I wish my parents had coddled me more and not pushed me to be better at things. That is a quote from no successful person ever, is what that is. Like, I just want you guys to do basics. I was like, you can't get so frustrated. They couldn't even wipe their own asses a couple years ago. Like, there are kids their age in China making iPhones right now. They should be able to hit the cutoff man. Let's go. Tuck your glove when you throw, or I'm going to be stitching them in Indonesia with the other children. Do you coach at all? Does he coach somewhere? You used to? Yeah, the worst is the parents, right? They all think their kids are going to the major leagues. Your kid is not going to the major leagues. He's not even working on the stuff we teach him in practice. Like, Jesus, you know? It's like, yeah, kid, Ryan, you are leading the league in CWO average, man. Really, coach? What's CWO? Cries when out, all right? Stop it. These parents, everybody, they all have, none of them want to volunteer, but they're out there yelling at volunteer coaches. Like, you should yell at these kids more. I don't want to yell at them, I just want them to do the basics. You yell at my kid too much. I yell at your kid too much? You screamed over the fence at him to stop embarrassing you. Yeah. The fun is texting with the other coach the shit you wish you would have said to the parents, right? And it's always the kids that don't want to listen. They think they're going to the majors, and you can hear their parents talking through them. Got the kid, he's really good, right? Except he won't work on, like, pitching is all about repeating mechanics and throwing strikes, right? So he won't work on the stuff in practice that we tell him. He pitches stuff, he's not doing good, so we're not pitching him. He's like, at the practice, he's like, Coach, I should be pitching more. I'm the best pitcher on this team. No, you're not, Hunter. You're good, but you won't do the mechanics that we're trying to preach you. You do those and you'll be pitching. You're getting there. You know, he's like, I'm the best. I should be playing. So I'm like, all right. I pull up the stats. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm like, look at that. You have the worst ERA on the team. You have the worst strike percentage. Can you see that? You throw the worst strike percentage on the team. You have the most walks, all right? And really, if you look at this, you're like the worst pitcher on the team. So just do what we tell you. And, oh, my God. His mom sent an email trying to get a volunteer fired from the thing. Traumatize my son. Really? If I traumatized your son by something I said to him at practice, guess what? That'll be the first time he listened to a coach fucking all season, right? One of the other dads. If he'd have talked to my son that way, I'd have gone at him with a baseball bat. Really? Bring it on, fuckhead, okay? Yeah, if your swing's anything like your son's, you have a 0.37 chance of hitting. Yes. So I don't know how much longer I'll be doing this coaching thing. You know, and I've been on the other side, right? I've been on, like, doing that, like we got when my son first started playing. We put him on some travel team, like $900 to play, and we didn't know, you know what I mean? And then he's not playing. And my wife screams at the coaches because her son's not playing enough, and they're like, "Well, he's learning a lot by watching the other kids." Crazy. So I'm out of town doing this. I come back into town. She's like, you got to go. Get our money back. We're quitting that team. It's like 3/4 of the way through the season. You can't get your money back, right? So I'm driving over there to try to get our money back, and I did. I'm like, honey, you can't send a man to do a woman's job on this. You got to do this. It's just embarrassing, right? I can see the coach. I'm like, we need to get our money back. You guys, like, this is travel ball. You don't get your money back, all right? If your wife wanted a better baseball player, she should have fucked a better athlete. You know? Kind of got a point there, baby. That's a good point. Sorry, son. Yeah. And then, now you're coaching, you got to walk that line between supportive dad and disappointed coach. Right, you're riding home after a game, be looking in the rear view like, hey, buddy, you know when you lollygag to that pass ball, let the winning run score cost us the game that really reminded me how great you're getting at PUBG, all right?